Jasmine Shah, how do you respond to those who will say, look, if there is no case, then Mr. Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party can go to the courts and claim this is wrongful arrest. Manish Sisodia has been in jail for more than 7 months now without bail, and now you've got Sanjay Singh arrested. If the case was non-existent, then why aren't you getting any benefit from the courts? The courts are not giving you any benefit, so why blame the Modi government and the ED?
Rajdeep, let us be very clear. The Delhi excise policy matter is the largest and the biggest political vitiant in independent India. And I say this very responsibly because the numbers speak for themselves. In the last 15 months since the investigation in this matter has started, more than 1,000 raids have happened in different corners of the country. More than 500 witnesses have given their statements. And this scam, which is alleged to be around of 100 crores, you would have imagined that after all this work, after 1,000 raids, maybe out of 100 crores, 10 crores, 1 crore, 10 lakh, 1 lakh, kuch paisa mila hota. Some money may have been recovered because what has been alleged is money laundering. Not a single paisa has been recovered. I challenge every panelist in your panel, and I challenge you also to name me one case in the history of India where 1,000 raids have happened and not a single rupee has been recovered. As far as the question, Rajdeep, that you asked is concerned,
but why has then a Manish Sisodia, the original, why has a Manish Sisodia then not got bail? If there is nothing in this case, as I said, you can then charge the government and the ED with wrongful arrest, go to the courts and prove your innocence. What is being suggested is because you're not getting repeated bail, the government of the day, the Modi government is saying this is proof that prima facie a case exists. They claim, the ED claims they've established a money trail which involves, according to them in Mr. Sanjay Singh's case, a kickback of 32 lakhs.
I was just coming to the answer of this question, Rajdeep. It's very interesting. See, first of all, 32 lakhs is what was alleged for Mr. Sanjay Singh. But the point is that we do realize that the process of justice in India can take time. Just because bail is taking longer, the process is taking longer, doesn't mean that any person is accused. I think this is a 101 of law. Until and unless a final charge sheet is filed, the charges are proven, a conviction is obtained, you cannot label anyone as somebody who has indulged in any kind of a crime. And it's very interesting. While you say that Mr. Sisodia has not been given any bail, what was his role? His role was as a minister who approved the policy, which was then approved by the cabinet and was approved by the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. But only Mr. Sisodia is in jail. Not just that, many other business houses who are alleged to have participated in this crime, all of them, the bails have been given. So very conveniently, only the Aam Aadmi Party politicians are being denied bail, and ED and CBI are tooth and nail opposing bail. But for all the other people, the ED and CBI are quiet. They're not even contesting the bail. It is plain and simple witch hunt. Never in the history of India, 1,000 raids, not a single rupee recovered. And not just that, one more interesting fact. 5 witnesses, or not 5 witnesses, 5 people who were called and summoned, they have gone to the court on record and said that we were beaten up in custody by the ED and we were told that give us a statement against our leader, otherwise we will do XYZ to you and your family. These 5 people have gone to the court. Today also there is no evidence against Mr. Sanjay Singh except for the statement of one person who was arrested, then decided to become approver. We can imagine under what threat, and then he gave a statement and was given bail. So it's very clear, the dots line up very conveniently. This is nothing but a political witch hunt. Mr. Modi knows that he is losing in 2024 and the only way to save himself is to put the entire opposition in jail.
Sardar R.P. Singh, question number 1. The fact is that you claim that there is a large Delhi liquor policy scam case. However, as of today, there has been no convictions in the case. And Jasmine Shah is right. There are those is right to an extent. There are those who've been granted bail. In some cases, those individuals now are claiming that they did not make any payoffs. The ED is still going to have to prove its case that payoffs were directly made. Would you accept that today the BJP will have to first prove convictions before it claims that the entire Aam Aadmi Party is brushed. This whole thing, this is creating the perception first, and then the investigation takes place.
Rajiv, good evening, and let's start with the good news today. You generally do the good news at the latest point. The good news is that Asian Games, we have crossed the last year's tally, and we have crossed something like 80 plus, if I'm right, 81 medals for the country. And that's the good news. And now coming to the subject. I was just showing you what the court said. This is the court observation, and it says that Delhi liquor scam, city court says Sisodia is the architect of the conspiracy, rejects bail. Not me, not BJP. It's the court which is saying so. So let's wait for the court. You rightly said why court is not giving bail. Well, court would have something with it, or ED would have presented something to the court. That's why there's no bail happening. I mean, they have tried 3 or 4 times in the Supreme Court, and then court has rejected the bail. Satinder Jain is still in jail. Bail give me a second, Raji. And the bail has been rejected. Vijay Nair, his bail has been rejected. A man who was a conduit, who was allotted the minister's bungalow. Kailash Gulot never stayed in his bungalow. It was Vijay Nair who was using his bungalow to play the all conduit between the South Lobby and between the administration here and the government here. So they could have got the bail, or they could have got the case quashed. I mean, they could have gone further because they don't have to pay money from their pocket. They are using Delhi people's taxpayers' money to hire best of the lawyers. They could have hired best of the lawyers and then could have gone to the court and could have got the case quashed, saying this is all falsehood, this is all fabricated, there's no case, please quash the case. But let me tell you what the case is now. The case is that way back in October 2020, there's a gentleman, I'm forgetting his name, but he was an excise inspector. He categorically wrote a letter to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal stating that you have not gone by the rules, and you have given the liquor vents to the cartel, and not only the cartel, to the blacklisted companies also. It is an official letter. I'll send those letters to you, which was sent by the excise department. And that led to this can of worms opening up in the public. But that's how Kejriwal is. He was sitting on it because there was money being...
You must
give
stop.
you the money part also? Can I give you the money part also? You are asking for the money
Mr.
part.
RP Singh, I ask you a... I ask you a simple question today. Two actually questions, but the first question is a question that I asked this morning also on Twitter. Are you telling me that the Enforcement Directorate of this country only operates in opposition ruled states? I had Sharad Pawar with me today on the Mumbai to India Today conclave. He claimed that the Enforcement Directorate was used to get his NCP MLAs to switch sides. They came to him, according to him, and said, sir, if we join the Modi government, the ED will not come to our house. This is the reputation that the Enforcement Directorate has earned, sir. In Madhya Pradesh, in Haryana, in Gujarat, where you have governments, there is no ED. The ED only operates, are you telling me, in the opposition ruled states? And therefore, do I take an ED investigation as seriously as I should, given that their conviction rate is so very low? They have a low conviction and they only go into opposition ruled states.
Rajiv, I'll ask you a research team to do a little better research. Check was the conviction rate in PMLA case. Then you should talk about the conviction rate. It's not only the ED case, the put together PML and ED cases where the conviction rate is almost 95%. But coming to the point, Mr. Sharad Pawar, I mean, you should be happy because, the ED has become a glue for opposition to come together. And you said what will be agenda for 2024, how will it affect 2024? Was showing
I asked you a simple question. Does the ED, are you telling me the ED, why does the ED not operate in a BJP ruled state?
I'll answer that also.
Are you telling me that there is no ED in opposition in BJP ruled states?
Can I? Please. So, as per your the basic issue of this debate, that what will the effect of the this ED raid on the 2024 is bringing all the corrupt together. Is very good for opposition parties that they are coming together because they are worried that even to the extent that 4-3 ratio you said has been decided. Mr. Sharad Pawar, probably I couldn't hear that properly, but Sharad Pawar ji said that.
I will ask you again. Is there an enforcement directorate in the country in BJP ruled states? I ask you a straight question. Please give me. इधर की बात मत करना उधर की. RP Singh सीधी बात करो.
सीधी बात ये है कि राजदीप सरदेसाई को दुनिया के सबसे अच्छे वकील हायर करने चाहिए. मेरी सरकार के खिलाफ कोई मुकदमा हो, आप हायर कीजिए वकील, उसकी फीस आरपी सिंह देंगे, पर आपके पास कोई सबूत तो हो, कोई केस लड़ने के लिए मुकदमा तो हो। सिर्फ हवाबाजी में, सिर्फ इसलिए। और 2012 के अंदर हमारी सरकार नहीं थी जब सोनिया गांधी जी और राहुल गांधी के ऊपर मुकदमा बना था, हमारी सरकार नहीं थी।